Welcome back to our channel, everybody. This is Kate and Kambria, and we are here for another Eclectic Tuesday video. We're talking about Disneyland today. We are talking about our top 10 favorite Disneyland / California Adventure rides. We went once together and spent time with each other in Disneyland and California Adventure. And we both enjoy Disney things, and Disneyland is very fun and we both enjoy it. So we are excited.
And just to clarify, yes, this is for Disney in California, not in Florida.
Yes, good clarification. Yes, Disneyland and California Adventure in California. So these are not in any particular order. And if I say one and it's one of Kambria's, we'll just cross it off both of our lists, and we'll go from there. So would you like to start with one of yours?
Sure. So my first one is Space Mountain, but I put pre-Star Wars on it.
Good, yes.
Because nothing against Star Wars. No. I like the franchise. Everything's fine with that. But I just don't enjoy the ride quite as much with the Star Wars elements that have been involved in it now.
I would agree.
As I did with the old one.
The old one was very fun. I love listening to the music from that one too. It was so spacey and and you can just picture yourself going around in the ride with that music. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Space Mountain, great one. My list too. So check mark number 1 for each of us. One of my favorite rides is California Screamin' pre-Incredicoaster. And that's just so much fun. I mean, being in the front is fun. Being in the back is fun because it just throws you around. Yes. But we really love that ride. That is definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite, when we go there.
I had that down as my second one. I wrote down Incredicoaster because I couldn't remember the original name. But there was one trip that I took with a few friends where I think maybe we went during the week or something. Okay. And there was no one in line. So we literally rode the coaster at least 7 times.
Wow.
Like, got off and got right back on. And
that's crazy.
It was wild. But it was so much fun.
It is so much fun. I'm interested to see what Incredicoaster, what the differences are, what the music's like. I'm interested to hear that. I just don't know if I'm gonna love it as much, I
like it as the Incredicoaster. I don't think it changed all too much.
Okay.
I think a lot of it is mostly like they have the sound effects from the movie. So you hear like Dash, you hear Mr. and Mrs. Incredible. Yeah. Like family banter kind of on the roller coaster. Mm-hmm. So that makes it fun. 3, yes. I have the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Mm-hmm. Specifically during the fireworks show, because that's normally when people are not in line for the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Oh, that's smart.
And it's so nice because it's so dark. Yeah. It's like a good end of the night ride to go on because there's not a ton of people. You can kind of just go enjoy the ride. It's nice and cool because there's the water. And then you pass by the Bayou restaurant too. And so you can see all the people eating. Yep. And it's dark and pretty.
I love Pirates of the Caribbean. It's on my list because the water smell, like you said, it's so calm. Okay, so number 4 then, I have Soarin' Over California, which is now Soarin' Around the World. And that was one of my favorites when it was Soarin' Over California, just because of all the smells and all of the things that you soar over. But even with Soarin' Around the World, it's so interesting to see all the different places, and they still do some of the different smells. And I really love that ride because it's so interesting to like actually go up and be just dangling, mm-hmm. basically, and be going around these different places. I really enjoy that ride a lot.
Yes. That one is not on my list. Ooh. But I did love that one when it was Soarin' Over California. Like, The oranges.
Yes.
The orange.
The best part.
Was my favorite.
Yeah. So then you're on number 4 since you didn't take mine.
I am. Mine is Indiana Jones.
Yes.
So my family, whenever we go to Disneyland, this is the first ride that we run to.
Really?
Because this is the first ride that like gets that super long line.
Yes.
And we know we can get quick.
Yes.
So we always go there. We ride the ride, or one of us gets in line and then the other person goes and gets fast passes for that same ride later in the day so that we could ride it later.
Love it.
But
that's a great ride. It's a great ride. Yeah, that was on my list too. So you do your number 5 then.
My number 5. I couldn't remember the name of this one, and I'm probably going to say it wrong, but is it the Rocky Mountain Railroad?
Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Yeah, I couldn't remember what
it's like one of my top favorites.
It's fine. But I do really love that one.
Yeah.
Such a fun, like, quick coaster to go on. And really, a lot of the rides that have the long lines, I just have really fond memories of, like, whoever I was with. Yeah. Whether it was, like, you or other groups of friends or whatever. I just remember, like, standing there playing snaps and just talking, you know, passing the time to get up to the ride. Yeah. So that's really one of my top ones, I'd say. I
just love that ride so much. I don't really know what it is about it, but it's so much fun and it's so cool, and that's definitely one of my favorites as well. I love that one. So you took mine again. Number 6.
My number 6 is Haunted Mansion.
Okay.
So the ride in itself, there's not really anything super special about it. But I do like the effort that is put into the ride. So like the creepy bellhop that stands in the elevator with you.
Yes.
Or the ghost travelers that get in the little cart with you. And even like the grand costumes that are represented as you go throughout. Love. But other than that, like, I'm not really into like spooky things, and so
yeah,
that's not really my thing. But I do really like it. I think it's fun.
I had a memory when you were just talking about that, about the people. My mom and I had gotten on, and we were, starting to get pushed up to all the stuff, and there was somebody sitting in a booth, probably making sure that all the like cars were moving along. And they like stuck their head out and they were like, enjoy. And it scared my mom and I half to death because we weren't expecting there to be somebody there. So my number 7 is Toy Story Mania.
Okay.
I just really enjoy that ride.
Number 7. So number 7 for me is Star Tours.
Okay.
So I love those like motion rides where you sit and it shakes you as if you're like really going out somewhere.
Yeah.
And I remember growing up, I really enjoyed the interior going through to get into the Star Tours as well, with like C-3PO talking to you and all sorts of stuff like that. So it's just fun, now that I've finally watched a few Star Wars, to be able to identify characters and go like, oh yeah, I know who this person is.
For sure.
And, so I really enjoy the Star Tours. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't enjoy waiting in the line as much for that one. No. Like if I can get a fast pass for that, I do it because I don't really think it's worth waiting in a really long line for.
Yeah.
But I do think it is a fun ride if there's a short line or if you have a fast pass.
My number 8 is Winnie the Pooh. It is such a I don't know. It's just the movie basically. But I love Winnie the Pooh. And every time I go on it, I'm like, I just love Winnie the Pooh. So I think it's just like a nostalgia thing for me.
My number 8, I'm probably gonna say this one wrong too. The Grizzly River Run.
Grizzly River Run.
Oh Oh my gosh, it's so refreshing.
Yes.
Like, go get on the ride, get soaked on the dang ride, and then just walk around and cool off in your wet clothes. Like,
it's the best.
It's so fun.
It is so fun. That was next on my list, and I'll probably insert pictures here because we had so much fun on that ride, and it's such a blast every time. You just can't go wrong with going on Grizzly River Run. Okay, what's your number 9?
My number 9 is the Cars ride.
Why do you keep taking all my answers? Because they're good rides, that's why. Yes, Cars, great ride.
It's another one of those ones where, like, maybe if you have a multi-day pass, you run to that one first thing when you get into California Adventure. Yeah. Because good luck getting on it later.
Right. Right.
Because I think that's the one where, like, their fast passes sell out, like,
so
within the first 2 hours of the park being open.
Yeah.
I think. Which is crazy. But I mean, that tells you how good the ride is, you know?
Yes.
The fact that, like, everybody, doesn't matter what the age, loves the ride.
I love that. I love that ride. I have a crazy picture that I think I'll try and dig up of, like, my hair all in my face from that ride. Because that ride is just so crazy because it's, like, so fast. But I so enjoy that ride. So since you took my number 10, what is your number 10?
My number 10 is It's a Small World.
Why?
I know that the song is putrid enough to get stuck in your head for, like, the rest of eternity. Yes. I get it. Got it. But I remember when I was younger, I just really loved that ride. And so it has, like, this really sweet, nostalgic memory for me.
Yeah.
And I love the little costumes that are on all of the dolls because there's all those different people groups being represented in the ride. And so you see all sorts of, like, flamboyant costumes and then really pretty, like, tribal costumes. And I just think that the little clothes that they made for these dolls are just so intricate and beautiful. Yeah. That I'm glad that the ride itself is still in working condition because it's been around for forever. And also the face of the ride, like the white wall, is just so beautiful. I just love looking at it.
Yes. Everything about it is so well done. And like you were saying, the costumes and stuff too. I mean, just so beautiful and so much time and effort put into that. I can ignore the song. I'll put in earplugs or something, and I do enjoy that aspect of it because it is beautiful, especially to see all of the different places that they go to in the ride. It's so cool. I didn't appreciate it until you explained your answer, so I'm sorry. Sorry for my blah at the beginning. I have a couple honorable mentions. I have 3. Tower of Terror is one of them. Okay. Before Guardians. I have not been on it since it's been Guardians, so I don't know exactly how I feel about it yet. So Tower of Terror. I used to be terrified of Tower of Terror as a kid, and now I think it's just the best. So Monsters Inc. is another one that I really enjoy, just because I think it's so cute, and I love the movie, so I don't necessarily mind it. That's in California Adventure.
Where is it? I don't know if I've ever been on the ride.
No way.
I don't know that I knew it existed.
Hold on.
What? I don't think I have.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm devastated in myself right now. That is...
I'm surprised. In your defense, it's not in an easily accessible spot. Like, you can walk right past it and not have any idea that it's there. So maybe that's why.
Must be.
I feel like it's kind of on the way to I want to say it's on the way to the Hyperion, but it's like in like a corner. So like if you're not looking for it, you probably just miss it. And my last one is Splash Mountain, which is not Splash Mountain anymore, I don't think. I think it's Tiana's something or other. But I did enjoy Splash Mountain. It was not ever my favorite ride, but getting wet, going down the big hill, I thought that was very fun. And the music was very cute, and I did enjoy that ride. It was just never my favorite. So that's why it's on my honorable mentions list. Do you have any honorable mentions to mention?
I didn't write anything down, but I remember really enjoying the Alice in Wonderland ride that's connected to like the teacups.
Yeah, that's a great ride.
The Roger Rabbit ride in Toontown I used to really like.
Okay, yep. Oh, you know what's a great ride is Goofy's Flight School.
Yes.
That one's cute.
Oh, so fun.
That one's fun.
Yeah. That swings ride that's in California Adventure, that it plays like classical music. You could literally ride one of these at a state fair, but it's just more fun than the Disney park because
that's like right across from Goofy's Flight School, I think.
Yeah.
If you have any other suggestions for top 10s, let us know in the comments. We also got a suggestion. Oh, we did an Instagram live, if anybody wants to know. We have an Instagram, and we did an Instagram live, and we asked for some suggestions, and actually I think your mom said something about attractions at Disneyland that you like to go see or like to go do. So we probably will make a video on that. I have a couple in my head already that like of the things that when I go to Disneyland, this is exactly like I need to do this. So we should make a video on that for sure. Yeah, but if anybody has any other ideas as far as top 10 of Disney anything, just let us know, and we will try and do it.
Yes, we will.
Thank you, YouTubers, for joining Kate and Kambria for yet another Eclectic Tuesday. Be sure to like and subscribe their channel if you enjoyed this video. Provide any comments in the comment section for future suggestions for their show. And join us again in 2 weeks for yet another Eclectic Tuesday. All right, folks, take care.
Now that's the one in Adventureland, right?
In California Adventure, yes.
I keep calling it Adventureland. Adventureland is an amusement park in Iowa.
Oh, no way!
I'm like, that's an Adventureland, right?
You keep saying it, and that's why I keep correcting you, because I'm like, I have no idea why you're saying that, but yeah.
I just show up places. I don't need to know the names. I don't need to know what I'm going. I just sign me up. Put me in line.
Show up places. That's so cute.